Hello everybody. I've got a few moments to be able to jump on here and talk to you just for a moment about what I'm doing, why I'm doing this, why I've started this YouTube channel. And I've kind of spoke about it in my first videos. You might want to go back and check those out. I ask you to drop a like, drop a subscribe, and to invite your friends. I want to be real. I want to be completely transparent about everything. I am not a financial advisor. I do not claim to be giving financial advice. If you need to do that, you need to find a financial advisor. I just want you to understand what I'm doing in my life, how that the stock market has helped me, how that I have been on this journey for about 5 years now, a little over, how that I have turned into a profitable stock market trader, something that very few people does. And I'm not talking profitable like I'm making $1 million a year. I'm not doing that. I haven't even made $100,000. What I have, to be completely transparent, I have learned how to become consistently profitable. And a lot of people on, YouTube here, they really make it look like that to become profitable in the stock market, you have to live this lifestyle of all the bells and whistles. But to me, I want my freedom. I want my time. And maybe you're watching this and maybe that's what you want. You just want to be able to go on vacation and not have to worry about the stress of spending that money. The stock market has allowed me to be able to make a supplemental income, and to be able to live in a position to where that I know that the market, if you learn how to trade it, if you follow not all the noise, don't follow what everybody tells you to do. When I first got into the market, I followed so many people. I was always on YouTube looking at one guy and looking at this person, what this person was saying. This person would, say the market's going to go up. And then the next day I would try to buy longs into the market and the market went down. And then, you'd go click on the next person and say, well, the market's going to crash. And then, you'd go short the market and then the market would go up. And I was in a big phase of not knowing what to do. And it really confuses you when it don't need to be. So if I could tell you this, cancel all the noise and listen to a voice that tells you how to trade the market calmly. Trading the stock market, for anybody that tells you that it's easy, that you can just become rich, you can do what you want to do, it's not. Don't listen to that person. I will tell you that the market will teach you just exactly who you are. The market will teach you if you're anxious, you're going to find your anxiety in the markets. I can't tell you how much of the times that I have tried to, in my learning, in my processing of trying to figure out just how to trade the market. And you have got to become a person of discipline, a person that says, number one, I've got to have a plan. So that's what I would want to tell you all today is have a plan. If you're going to get into the market, you got to have a goal. You've got to determine your why. Like, why do you want to? My why is I want to have a plan to, I own a business. I own a construction business. I work construction. I'm heavily involved in the working of my business. And, my backup plan was, what if I got hurt? What if I fall off a roof? I'm not able to work for a year. How am I going to provide for my family? And that's why that I wanted to never give up after loss after loss after loss of the market. I never wanted to give up because I knew the money was there and I knew that you could consistently make money. And, so I've come to that point in my life and I want to help others. So you got to first determine your why. Then number two, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan on what you want to do. Everybody's different. Not everybody is going to become a stock trader. I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you, all these things, but that don't mean that you are going to be able to consistently make money. That is determined by how that you react to it. Everybody's different, but I do know this. If you don't know what to do with your money, inflation every year is somewhere around 4%. The dollar's losing value. So if your money is just sitting around and you're just trying to stockpile it in a coffee can and trying to hold it back in a safe, if it's not making you no money, you will work yourself to death and never get ahead. Even the Lord really instills for us not to bury our talents, not to bury our treasures. Whatever that we do in this life, we ought to be growing. I want to be able to make enough money that I can be somebody that can help. How in the world can I help somebody? The Bible speaks a lot about helping your neighbor, and how could I do that if I was so financially strained by my job, living paycheck to paycheck, and my money deflating, never growing? How could I ever help somebody? So you got to think about what your why is. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? And that's what I have come to. I want to be somebody that can help others, whether it's physically, financially, or spiritually. I want to be able to be somebody that's a voice to help others. And that's why that I'm doing this. I'm going to be trying to post videos as I get into this every day. I know I haven't yet, but I would like to really gain a people that wants to learn how to do it, because I want to help you the best way that I can to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. You got to do your own homework. You got to make your own trades. You got to trade your own life. You have to invest your own way. But I just want to be a voice that'll help you along the way. If you want to do that, I seriously would love for you to subscribe to this video. And I'm going to be trying to set up a Zoom call in the next coming weeks to get everybody together to do a stock trading 101. And I would love for you to be on here and to join us. I want to help you make money. There's money out there to be made. The bull market, there's always a bull market somewhere, and you just need to be involved in it. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers right now. And I want to say that you need to go out and share this and subscribe. And I want to help you. Let's go out together and let's make some money. God bless.